and welcome to another Vision Australia Vision Store product demonstration. And as you can see in this demonstration today, I'm going to be talking about a large print high contrast keyboard. And this particular keyboard product number ID is E for elephant, S for Sam, so ES7443. And I'm just going to go through quite a few features of the keyboard, even though it sounds a bit weird to talk about features of a computer keyboard. And I want to give you another reason for having this keyboard, which is basically good general computer support tech for yourself. So as you can see in the video, it's actually black lettering on yellow keys. So it's black on yellow, and all the lettering on the keyboard is in large print, which I've basically already said. And it's a well set out keyboard, including the fact that on the right hand side here, we've got our numeric keypad with, of course, the traditional dot on the number 5. And then on our F and J keys on the home row, we've got the tactile marker or dot on the F and the J. And then at the top of the keyboard, the far left hand side, we've got our traditional escape key. So the good thing about this keyboard is that it's got the main 12 function keys grouped in groups of 4. So we've got function key 1 to 4 in a space, function key 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in a space, and of course function key F9, 10, 11, and F12. So again, very easy to find. So if I have my hands on the home row like this, I can quickly then take my hands up and find exactly where I need to go. So if I need to press F12, that's that one there. If I need to press, let's say, F1, quite easy to find the beginning with a space between that and the escape key. And then the good old up, down, left and right arrow cursor keys, cursor left, cursor right, etc., is down here between the main keyboard and the numeric keypad. So we've got up arrow, down arrow, left and right. And then our group of 9 keys, which also includes things like your home and end keys, page up and page down, etc. And then the space bar, of course, is quite large. And then we've got our traditional modifier keys next to the space bar on either side, i.e. if you're using Windows, it's Control, Windows and Alt. And if you're using a Mac, it's slightly different. Now, I won't go into the difference at the moment, but just be aware that if you do plug this into a Mac, the keys, particularly if you're using the screen reader VoiceOver, won't be the same if you're using this keyboard. However, to make it easier on a Mac, I would just select or use the caps lock key here as your modifier key for VoiceOver screen reader on an Apple Macintosh. Now, the next thing I want to let you know about this keyboard, I'm not going to pick it up because it's not going to make that much difference. But at the moment, I've got it slightly slanted on the table here where I've got it sitting. So if I put the little feet in, so I'm going to put the right one, clip it back underneath, and click in the next one underneath, the left-hand side, pop it down, it's now flat. So that's really to allow you to use a comfortable angle of typing. So if you prefer flat, you can do it flat, or if you prefer raised up slightly, I'm just going to pull the right one out, and I'm going to pull the left one out, and now I've got it set back at an angle. Now, the other thing is the typing sound, or the noise that this keyboard makes, is almost nothing. Have a listen as I type my name. So DAVIDWOODBRIDGE. And let's just do the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog and raced away into the bush, never to be seen again. I'm going to do this anyway, even though I haven't got it really plugged in. Enter, or new line. So it's a really quiet keyboard to type on, and this is the one that I use all the time. So I've already unpacked it out of the box, because when you get this, this USB cable is actually going to be tied up with two ties. So it basically comes in like that with two ties, one at the top, one at the bottom. But the nice thing about this USB cable is it's around about 1.23 meters, or if you want the old measurements, it's about 4 feet. All right, so if I stretch it out, that's going way beyond what the camera is looking at. But it's great because if your Windows computer or your Apple Macintosh is a fair way away from where you're sitting typing, then this cable really gives you a lot of space to be able to plug the USB keyboard into your Windows, i.e. for example my Surface Pro or my Apple Mac here, whether it's my Apple Mac Mini or my MacBook Pro. All right, and the final two things I wanted to mention about this keyboard that sort of goes beyond the accessibility and the usability of the keyboard. I'm just going to put this cable back on the desk behind it. Just make it a bit nice and neat. There we go. The two things I wanted to mention is, number one, it's always excellent to have a backup USB keyboard with you, particularly if you're using a desktop computer, or tablet like the Surface Pro, or in my case, the Mac Mini, because sometimes your smart keyboard or your Bluetooth keyboard in particular can stop working, the batteries might go, it might die, Bluetooth might be mucking up, etc. But if you've always got a USB keyboard, you've got something physical that you can physically plug into the computer. So my Surface Pro, it has a USB port, so I can plug this keyboard directly into it. My Mac Mini, my Apple Mac Mini, it has a USB port, so I can again plug this keyboard straight in. My MacBook Pro, it has only USB-C ports, so I've simply bought myself a USB-A to USB-C adapter. So I plug the adapter into that USB connector at the end of the keyboard cable, and then I plug the other end of the USB-C adapter connection into the MacBook Pro, and off I go. So it is very flexible. But look, for a $15 Australian keyboard, you can't go wrong. And as I just said, as a general rule, it's really a good idea to have a backup keyboard. All right, so that completes this demonstration of the large print black on yellow keyboard, USB based, from the Vision Australia Vision Store. And as always, you can contact us via the main 1300 number at Vision Australia, which is 1300 847 466. You can email the Vision Store at Vision Australia on visionstore@visionaustralia.org. And of course, you can always go online and buy the keyboard or have a look at it again on our shop webpage, which is shop.visionaustralia.org. And as I say in all my demonstration videos, again, thanks for your attention and bye for now.